letting go isn't getting rid of the feeling. It's allowing it to move through you. So that, yeah, there's a difference for that. So how to survive your first Christmas alone after a breakup. So your breakup just hit the holiday difficulty multiplier. Now you're facing Christmas alone, or your plans have changed because of it. You could be scrolling through photos, feeling like you've lost everything. So letting go of the family you lost to addiction, estrangement, or death. For some of us, family isn't a warm memory. It's a ghost that haunts the holidays. Whether you're lost them to addiction, conflict, or death, that empty chair screams louder than any carol. So here's how to let the grief be there without letting it drown you. So identify the core feeling, not the story. Ask, when I think of that empty chair, what is the feeling? When you imagine that your loved one that's not there with you today, just what is that feeling? Is it fear of being alone? Is it anger at the injustice? Is it shame? Like I should have done this or should have fixed that. And so it's important to say, I miss my loved one. And then what is the sensation or feeling underneath it? I feel a hollow fear or a pain in my stomach. I feel fire in my chest. So it's important to understanding what the story is, but to feel what's underneath it. Because the story could keep you stuck, but the feeling, and if you feel it, can help you move. It can help you move on. Pull up a chair and sit right in front of that chair. And imagine the person is there, sitting there with you. And say what you need to say. And feel that when you imagine them sitting there. What is the feeling that they represent sitting there? So talk to the feeling too. See, you're lonely. Say things to them that you wanted to say to them. Whether it comes from grief, sadness, anger, pain, shame, all those things. Talk to them like they're there. And just acknowledge and notice things that come up for you. And so maybe you're a person that doesn't have family, that maybe not many people, maybe there's a lot of people that you've lost. And so it's one of the things you can do is you can create your family, create your new ancestry. So who are your chosen, their fathers, brothers, mentors, authors, friends who model the health you need, whether it be through books, social media, YouTube. You need to look and find your new people that are going to be there to help you and support you. And if you're somebody in person that maybe you want to reconnect with, text them. Start building your community. Start building your support. Look for what you want in other people and connect with them. Find a way to connect with them. Ask for help. Sometimes they might not be that person to help you, but keep going, keep looking. And like I said, you find what your interests are, what your purpose is, and then you find other people that are in that same community, and those could be your people. And yes, you're going to be feeling a lot of things. You'll be feeling grief, you're going to be feeling hurt, you're going to be feeling pain, but your responsibility now is to get yourself back. And your responsibility now is to not win them back, but to win yourself back. And so it's like letting them go completely. And maybe it's putting stuff that you've gifts that you've given away, and like I said, maybe hiding them on social media so you don't see them. You don't need to see what they're doing. You need to start, if you're feeling obsessive, start obsessing about your life. Start obsessing about what you can change. Start thinking of things that what you can do now, like the things that you have back, the things that you maybe couldn't do as much of when you were together. So give the attention back to yourself. Start building yourself. So replace missing her with building your mission. And so what you want to do is you got to find that mission. Maybe it's a self-improvement in some sort, or it's maybe it's losing weight or going to build muscle, or maybe you want to go into martial arts, or you want to learn a musical instrument. There's so many different things. It's finding out what are your wants, what are your needs, what are your passions, what are your interests. And maybe it's reconnecting with some old friends. So find your purpose. What does that look like for you? And so there's many things that you could do. There's a lot of things. There's YouTube. There's abundance of information and things you can do that are your mission. So yeah, if it's a current breakup and you're missing her, Your mission for this Christmas is not to get through the day. It's to complete the thing that your future will thank you for. And so maybe that'll be a gym session or a chapter of a book you read, or maybe it's cleaning your place up, learning a new skill, trying something new, trying something different. And like I said, as far as, like if she's gone, let her go. And then be the man that she hears about in 6 months and doesn't recognize in the best way. And don't do it just for that. Do it for you. And if she does come back, then you have the choice. But you might have changed so much that it's not an interest anymore. And like there's a good friend of mine that was in a seminar. He said, feelings buried alive don't die. And there's a lot of truth to that. So then there's a difference between suppressing, like someone's asking how you're doing. Don't get me wrong, maybe some people you don't want to open up to. But saying I'm fine when you're really not. And I know it kind of reminds me of a story. There's a friend of mine when I was in a recovery house. He would say, I'd tell him, "Oh, I'm fine." And he came up to me and says, "Well, tell your face that." I was like, "You fucking asshole!" Like, I was so pissed off, but it's true. Like, I was fine. And then someone told me the acronym of FIAM is fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. And so now when I say I'm fine or whatever, and I know I'm not, maybe the person's not the one I'm going to open up to and be honest with, but I need to go deal with that, and I need to look at that, and maybe I need to talk to somebody that I can be open and honest about, and that I trust. And so there's a difference of suppressing, saying, "Oh, I'm fine," versus releasing, I feel sad, I feel hurt, and it allows them energy to move through you when you acknowledge that. Whereas saying I'm fine, it pushes the energy down.